Hey guys, Mark Taylor here with GameSkinny, and we're talking with Red 5 Studios about FireFall. And so, sir, if you can tell us who you are, what you do.
Hi, my name is Scott Youngblood. I am the lead designer on FireFall. FireFall is a team-based action shooter that is played entirely online. It's a free-to-play game, so there's absolutely no reason that you shouldn't go out and try it.
Sounds great. So, what are some of the things that you're trying to tell people about this year with FireFall specifically, and maybe any things that you're trying to showcase?
So we're very involved with our community. We spend a lot of time listening to what they say about the game, and we've iterated the game based on their feedback, and we've just done it for a third time. Our company motto is change everything, create fun, and we just changed everything again. But these changes are for a point, right? And we truly believe that these are the right things to do for the game because it gives more game back to the user. Player choice is paramount now.
So one thing I've noticed maybe over the last 2 years is a lot more MMO FPSs have kind of started breaking into the gaming space. So could you kind of tell us about maybe some of the specifics of either the classes or some differentiators?
Sure. I mean, we are a class-based game, but you can also change your class at will by changing your battle frame. A battle frame is basically a technological suit that you wear that comes with weapons and abilities. And in order to advance your battle frame, you go out and you kill things in the world, you collect creature drops, you perform missions for the Accord and earn Accord merit points. And then you can also try your hand at PvP and gain experience there. But you get to spend all of those experience and resources making your battle frames better in the way that you choose. And that's really kind of the heart behind these recent changes, is giving players direct access to being able to progress their characters in exactly the fashion they want to. Our previous version of our progression system, we changed levels to a tech tree system with tiers. And we let players play that for a good year or so. And we collected feedback and we understood what the problems with that system were. And ultimately it was a little too constrictive for how you wanted to play your guy. And so now we've shifted our progression system to no longer having a tier system, but we took the concept of the tier system and shoved it into the gear. So now gear has stages that you can progress up, but you never feel like you have to throw away your gear when you're advancing your character, which is part of the feedback that we heard from our communities about the tier system.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about resource management to help move that along?
What do you mean by resource management?
Things that you might do in order to gain the ability to shift the frame?
So you can go out and collect resources. One of those methods that you can collect the resources is called thumping. And that's an area where we've also iterated on making thumping a lot easier to do with your friends. So previously you would throw down a thumper and maybe another player would come up. And if you invited them to your group, they could share in the rewards. But if you didn't, they were kind of out of luck. And so we changed that recently to now when you put a thumper down, the thumper is going to appear on the world map. Everyone can see it. And it's also going to say what the resource that particular thumper is getting right now. So if you're looking for a specific type of resource, now the world map will show you what's going on, and you can go and help those people without basically being a detriment to them. Because previously you were going to split the resources with them, but now everybody gets the same amount, and it's not taking from you. It's pure win.
Very cool. So would you say this is probably one of your final stages of working with players to gather feedback before release, or are you going to still keep it open until it's right?
Well, we're going to keep working on the game until the cows come home, but our goal is really to get out of a closed beta and more into an open beta, because that's when we can unleash the masses on this and start to learn even more about where we need to take FireFall next.
Okay, so ultimately, do you have a target date in mind, or maybe a season in mind?
We're looking at going open beta in the summer sometime.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and have a great PAX.
Thanks, you too.